Hey, so how's it going, guys? This is Rio Murata, photographer based in Tokyo. Is it that season again? The season of greetings, the season of being bankrupt after Black Friday, and also giving out presents to friends, families, and relatives. And my pocket is on fire with credit card debt. But happiness isn't lost since TT Artisans did not reach out to me this time around, unfortunately. I am enraged, and you guys probably know that TT Artisans is a company focused on like third-party lenses from mirrorless cameras, mostly like manual focus lenses. However, this time around, I was basically doing my Black Friday shopping spree and came upon TT Artisans what I call mini LED light, which is shaped like a film canister. So I thought it would be nice to sort of like do some kind of like an overview of this product because I shelled out a couple of dollars for this product and for this kind of like small review-ish type of video for you guys, because there might be people out there who are thinking of purchasing a present for their film shooters. However, they do not know what to purchase for them, and in most cases, if you don't shoot with a film camera or don't have any knowledge, it's sort of like a taboo to not like give them the film stock that they do not shoot with, because in most cases you will enrage that person like mentally. So it's like, I shoot with a color negative. If I receive a black and white film stock, it will be stuck in the freezer or fridge for half an eternity. It's like giving Dr. Pepper to your friends who do not drink that, soft drink. I mean, it's a mental disaster. So yeah, beware. So yeah, going back onto the topic, the TT Artisans Mini LED. I think the official name, if I'm right, is called the TT Artisans Super Mini LED Light. I recently picked this up during sale season, and it's really a unique product. The package itself, or the what I call the light itself, comes in a package which resembles a sort of like a film stock, like cardboard paper kind of ish package. And what's unique about this product in particular is that unfortunately the size of the product itself, the package, the film, what I call box itself, is not the exact same dimension as a typical film box. However, they did I guess they did a little bit of research and tried to make it similar to that. Unfortunately, I guess if you go digging deeper into the zone, the box itself, if you guys shoot with a film camera, you guys probably know the paper itself, it's like terrible, it's easy to tear, it's like really thin in my mind. The TT Artisans, what I call mini LED, that comes with a box, the box itself is like glossy and it's like much thicker, so it's harder to like rip or tear in that sense, so it's kind of durable in a way. I do not know why they went with this color scheme of the box. It's like black, red, and yellow. That's like so Germany. Sorry for being stereotypical, but it resembles the German flag and also Belgium in my mind. So I do not know why they came up with this color scheme. I would like to hear your opinion on this topic. And the product itself, when you open that box, that is the product, the mini LED, which resembles a film canister, which looks nice in my opinion. It's kind of rather unique because on the side of the box and also on the product itself, it says the overall specs of the mini LED. It has an internal battery, which is roughly 300 milliamps, voltage of 3.7 volts, power of 0.5 watts. And honestly, that's, in my mind, because I shoot with a video light, that's not much in my opinion. So yeah, and because this unit itself is tiny, don't have high expectation of giving out enough light output in my mind. The light itself is a super simple construction. There's basically a frosted panel near the lip of the film canister itself, and which basically the LED light hits that frosted panel and kind of diffuses the light and hits the subject that you're shooting. The film gap or hole that you guys probably are used to seeing, where the film basically reels on and goes into the canister, does not exist. However, on the top of where the reel catches on to the camera when you stick it into the film camera itself, is basically the button for the on and off switch, and there's basically a cover and you have to take that off. When you press it once, it turns on the unit itself. it starts out with around roughly 5000 Kelvin, so daylight balance. And then when you press it again, it goes roughly 4000 Kelvin in my mind, so a little bit warmer tone. Maybe like the light in the background right there, roughly 4000 Kelvin. And then when you press it once again, it becomes 2700K in my mind, similar to like an incandescent light, much more warmer tone if you want. And if you press it once again, it basically turns the unit itself. So the unit itself, like I said, you can basically shoot with it turned on for roughly 30 minutes or so, but the only downside of this is that you can't change the outputs. You're stuck with just one output, so, and different color temperatures. So that's one area to note. And also because it uses USB-C to charge the unit itself, the internal unit, depending on the charger, I think the charging time will vary significantly. If you have a super fast charger, you can basically charge this within a couple of minutes, like 30 minutes, 20-30 minutes or so. But if you use a super old like USB cable and charger, it might take an hour to charge this. But because the internal battery is only 300 milliamps, in most cases you won't have that much of an issue of like charging it for extended period of time. You can just plug this into a charger, and within 10 or 20 minutes you can get like half the capacity. So that's really nice in my opinion. Okay, so the unit itself comes with this super tiny like adapter, which is like magnetic. It's sort of like concave, so the film canister is like circular, so it kind of latches on, makes that sound, kind of attaches on. And at the bottom is sort of like a hot shoe cold shoe mount, so you can basically put this on top of the hot shoe of your camera. It could be a mirrorless camera, it could be a film camera. And because this mount itself is like concave or concave in, you can basically turn the what you call the orientation of the light roughly 180 degrees, so you can basically shoot it directly at your subject, or you can shoot it back behind you like this, or maybe try to bounce the light off the ceiling. But like I said in the earlier part of the video, the unit itself doesn't have that much power, so it's kind of insignificant to like shoot the light up in the air. So in most cases you'll be like shooting directly at your subject. And speaking of output, from what I see in my mind, this is because this video is not being sponsored, being realistic in terms of functionality. Because the light source is small, it means that you get harsher contrast and deeper shadows, which I typically do not like. The opposite is true. The larger the light source, the closer to the subject, you get softer light. Basic principles. The light source right here is like really large, so my face is like melting away. But went in a little bit off topic. But because this is a tiny unit and doesn't have too much of an output, and fair chance or fair, I guess, testing in my mind, you can only achieve some brightness if you're closer than, I would say like 20 centimeters away from your subject. So you can see the light hitting my face, but if I like leave it 30 centimeters, you can't see that much of an impact. So it's reality wise, I guess it's not that bright in my mind, but as sort of like an aesthetics, sort of like a present, this is really nice to give to other people who shoot with a film camera. Speaking of magnetic, the bottom part of where it attaches to the hot shoe of the camera is also magnetic, so you can put this on a fridge or some kind of like device that's like magnetic. I don't have anything around me that's magnetic, but you can basically put that there. I mean, as for safekeeping, if you drop something and if your like area around your feet is like really dark, you can basically use this to eliminate that area in particular. So yeah, there is that functionality of having it magnetic. I could put this on the side panel of my desktop computer because computers are magnetic, so I could do that. So yeah, so that's sort of like my short overview of the TT Artisans super mini LED light. I am kind of curious why they went with a German flag or Belgium like flag on this box. They must have some kind of reason for doing this color scheme, and they do also have an RGB version of the exact same light I think the box is like green, but because I'm not a RGB type of person, I thought it would make sense to make a video of the typical like daylight balance and also the incandescent type of light in particular than the RGBs. So yeah, that's sort of like my overview of this mini LED light, super mini LED light. And also then on top of that, these small types of LED lights are really great if you're learning about lighting your subjects and stuff like that, because you can basically understand where the shadow is falling off. We all know that the sun, there's only one sun, one source of light. So if you do study the lighting principles, you can sort of like understand where the light's hitting. Especially in a size like this, it's much more better for product photography in my mind. That's where I come from. You can basically illuminate your product in various directions and sort of like understand where the light's like hitting you. Rembrandt lighting, that's what I'm doing right now. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, found it informative, and hopefully this video is not too long, but we will see you next time. And yeah, happy holidays, 20 days till 2025. So what are your plans for the holiday season? Because I'm stuck home because it's like really cold now. Yeah, that's my video of or overview of the TT Artisans Super Mini LED light. If you have any questions or inquiries, I'm happy to reply. Curious what you guys are doing for the holiday season. We have 10-20 days until Christmas and also New Year's. So yeah, I'm sticking around indoors because it's getting cold. It's getting colder day by day. So yeah, we'll see you next time. Peace out.